Hi, I'm Louise. I'm studying a Bachelor of Communications, majoring in Public Relations. I used Twitter at a social level in high school, but like most social media platforms back then, we lost interest and went back to Facebook. Although it was good to flick back through some of my old tweets for a bit of light reading before starting on this assignment. Um, Most of my tweets for this exercise encouraged debate, or at least further conversation, due to my use of questions, some of which were responded to by my peers. The tweet with the most interaction was regarding accuracy of information released by media outlets, especially breaking news stories, which tended to send the public into a frenzy and often ended up as a false alarm. In choosing my tweets for this exercise, I used my Twitter feed to find articles of interest or that I can easily form opinions on. For example, I'd consider myself a feminist, and I really struggle to see the appeal in shows like The Bachelor, as I've entered in class, which seems to produce a lot of written content, the show does, and it's therefore easy to share in a negative light, which is a seemingly very supported view by the Twitter world. I've learned the online world is just as competitive as the real world. Therefore, my digital identity, my reputation, my brand, my image, and therefore my impression that I want to put across is extremely important. Since being warned about how easily a potential employer would dismiss me because of what would be on my Twitter, I quickly changed my profile picture to a clear photo and removed any inappropriate tweets. Now, instead of tweeting every insignificant thought or venting about a recent customer, I think in a professional manner. I think carefully about who will be reading my tweets and whether or not they care, but more importantly, whether or not the content would affect my overall reputation. I think in doing this and considering about who I'm reaching and who I want to be reaching, I've been able to engage with some PR professionals, which have resulted in them following me, commenting and retweeting my tweets. I found Twitter quite easy to use, having learned a few years back. However, using it socially and professionally are very different things, and skills like shortening links through tiny URL, and hashtagging properly are invaluable tools that can and will help me in the future in getting a succinct message to my intended audience. Overall, I think this exercise has been really useful in that we're tweeting freely yet to a deadline, and taking uncontrolled media and putting our own spin on it within a really tight word limit. It's allowed us to interact with our peers at our own will using hashtags, as well as teaching us a contemporary skill that most in the industry have had to learn as they go. So it's made us super prepared moving into the workforce and having honed in on our skills in using Twitter for professional use. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.